World War II, the deadliest conflict in history, raged from 1939 to 1945. It engulfed the globe, leaving an indelible mark on the 20th century. From Normandy to the Pacific, millions fought and died for freedom and democracy. The war's impact shaped the geopolitical landscape and advanced technology. Over 30 countries were involved, with millions caught in the crossfire. New military technologies like jet aircraft, radar, and the atomic bomb emerged. Beyond the battlefield, Wantu showcased the resilience and courage of ordinary people. The roots of World War II ran deep, stemming from the unresolved tensions of World War I and the subsequent Treaty of Versailles. The treaty, designed to cripple Germany's military and economic power, sowed the seeds of resentment and instability in Europe. The harsh reparations imposed on Germany crippled its economy, fueling widespread unemployment and social unrest. This created a fertile ground for extremist ideologies to take root. The rise of totalitarian regimes in Germany, Italy, and Japan further escalated global tensions. Fueled by nationalistic fervor and expansionist ambitions, these regimes sought to overturn the existing world order. Adolf Hitler's Nazi Party, with its ideology of racial superiority and territorial expansion, exploited Germany's post-war grievances to seize power. Similarly, Benito Mussolini's fascist regime in Italy and Emperor Hirohito's militaristic government in Japan pursued aggressive foreign policies, challenging the League of Nations and threatening global stability. On September 1, 1939, Nazi Germany invaded Poland, igniting World War II. Hitler's blitzkrieg quickly overwhelmed Polish defenses. Britain and France declared war on Germany on September 3, 1939. The invasion marked the beginning of a long and bloody conflict. World War II was a truly global conflict, its battlefields spanning continents and oceans. In Europe, the war raged across the continent, from the icy plains of Russia to the sun-drenched shores of the Mediterranean. From the relentless bombing campaigns over London to the fierce fighting in the deserts of North Africa, the war touched every corner of the continent. In Asia, the war was marked by Japan's brutal expansionism. The Japanese Imperial Army, driven by a belief in their own racial superiority, swept through Southeast Asia, conquering vast territories and committing atrocities against civilian populations. The war in the Pacific was a clash of cultures and ideologies, as the United States, drawn into the conflict by the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor, fought to liberate the occupied territories and halt Japan's imperial ambitions. Section 5: Tides of Change, Turning Points of World War II. Pivotal battles and campaigns shifted the balance of power in World War II. The Battle of Stalingrad marked a turning point in Europe. The German defeat shattered the myth of invincibility. On June 6, 1944, Allied forces launched Operation Overlord. D-Day marked the beginning of Western Europe's liberation. The success of Normandy turned the tide in favor of the Allies. Section 6: The Home Front, a world mobilized. While battles raged on distant fronts, the home front played a crucial role in the Allied victory. Civilians on both sides of the Atlantic endured hardships and made sacrifices to support the war effort. Rationing became a way of life, as essential goods were diverted to the military. Factories were retooled to produce weapons and ammunition, and women entered the workforce in unprecedented numbers, taking on jobs traditionally held by men. Propaganda played a key role in mobilizing the home front, rallying public support for the war and demonizing the enemy. Posters, radio broadcasts, and newsreels urged citizens to do their part, promoting patriotism, sacrifice, and national unity. The home front, often overlooked in the annals of war, was a testament to the resilience and determination of ordinary people caught in extraordinary circumstances. Section 7: The Holocaust, a Stain on Humanity. Amidst the horrors of World War II, the Holocaust stands as a chilling reminder of the depths of human depravity. The systematic state-sponsored persecution and murder of 6 million Jews by the Nazi regime and its collaborators remains one of the darkest chapters in human history. Driven by a twisted ideology rooted in anti-Semitism and racial purity, the Nazis implemented a plan to exterminate European Jewry. Jews were rounded up and deported to concentration camps, where they were subjected to unimaginable cruelty. Many died from starvation, disease, or overwork. Others were murdered in gas chambers, their bodies disposed of in a horrifyingly efficient manner. The Holocaust was a genocide of unprecedented scale, a crime against humanity that left an indelible stain on the conscience of the world. Section 8. Victory and its price. The end of an era. After 6 long years of global conflict, World War II finally came to an end in 1945. The war in Europe concluded with Germany's unconditional surrender on May 8, 1945, following Hitler's suicide and the fall of Berlin to Soviet forces. In the Pacific, Japan surrendered on August 15, 1945, after the atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, bringing an end to the deadliest conflict in human history. The world celebrated the Allied victory, but the cost of victory was staggering. Tens of millions of lives had been lost, cities lay in ruins, and entire economies were shattered. The war had left an indelible mark on the human psyche, casting a long shadow on the post-war world.